It's your boy Spank Dog, aka Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We out here right now in Ridgewood, Queens. You guys know that for me, sports, hip hop, technology, collectibles, politics, or another thing I'm into is about whether there's life in other galaxies, in the universe. And I try to bring it all under one umbrella with my commentaries. So anyway, without further ado, what we're here for is for the collectible part of my channel. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, Nikola Jokic is one of my favorite players. These are cards that should be in plastics, but I don't have plastics for them. On the front, again, you see Nikola Jokic. See, as you can see, that's a graded Nikola Jokic orange. This is Shohei Ohtani. It might be the next Babe Ruth. This guy is that good. Shohei Ohtani. It's a PSA 10, second year. It's our boy Cade Cunningham. I told you guys about Cade Cunningham a while ago. And a lot of people was telling me, yo, why don't you, talk about cards like you used to? And I'm like, I got a little wrapped up in talking about life, politics. Right now our government is on some other stuff. I don't really want to bring that into the video, but as for why I disappeared with the collectibles for a second is because duty called as far as me talking to people about, what's going on and why people are the way they are. We're going to skip that for now, and we're going to stay on course. This, I got the crazy deal on. This is a Nikola Jokic, limited to 56. Is it 56? I'll tell you right now. Yeah, if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it, but there's serial numbers right there, limited to 56. And the fact of the matter is that I have like 3 of these. I have like one, might have 4. I think I have 2 not graded, and I have 2 graded. So back to what we were talking about. I collect comics, I collect trading cards, football, baseball, basketball. I don't do the Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh! But let me tell you something. If I get my hands on a couple of expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and Pokemon cards, next thing you know, it's about buying and reselling. If I could get a Pokemon card for $20 and then sell it for $60, I'm going to buy it. It don't matter whether I collect them or not. Thank God, after the pandemic, I had a hard time making money, and I pivoted to the collectibles, and I got lucky. Thank God I make a salary at the moment that I believe is going to grow to a higher salary, but right now it makes ends meet, and that's all I care about. I care about my son, my wife, paying the rent, being able to put food on the table, and making sure we all got clothes on our back. And not rags, decent clothes. It don't got to be Gucci, Prada, Louis, Fendi, Givenchy, none of that. As long as we look brand new, we chilling. Give him a shout out real quick. Yo, Jay, say what up.
Jay, you say hi?
Say what up, Papi.
Say hi.
You don't like the paparazzi. Personally, I love comics, cards, and toys. That's something that's nostalgic for me. That's something, if I wasn't into buying and reselling, I would collect those 3 things. But one of the things that I would collect also that I didn't mention yet is vinyl. I remember going into the flea market on Myrtle Avenue and Wyckoff and buying the De La Soul album. Because at one point, the place that's Liberty is on Wyckoff and Myrtle. It used to be like a mini flea market. And I remember going inside, they used to have a place that sold vinyl and tapes and cassette tapes. I remember going in there and copping the 3 Feet High and Rising album by De La Soul. Rick Strom actually has the De La Soul album in the background. I know he has the Low End Theory album. He has the De La Soul 3 Feet High and Rising album, I believe. It's Tregoy, Posdnuos, and Mace in like a clock formation. And then there's daisies. It's a yellow album cover, and there's flowers all over the cover of the album. So recently they released the Raekwon album, right? And I found out as a collector that they released limited releases. So there were 2 versions. There was one limited to 300, I believe, and then one limited to 500 or something like that. Your boy, I had to pre-order them. You can't get these right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I showed you the back end because the address is on the other side. Your boy said, I'm going to get one of those. And when I went to go cop one, I said, you know what? They're both limited like that. They finally arrived. Like 2 days ago, one of them arrived, and like 7 days ago, the other one arrived. I'm glad that I waited for them both to get here so I could unbox both of them in front of you guys. All right, guys. But this is the Emperor's new clothes. Like I told you, I hit it on the head. If you look right here, Lee, if you show them, limited to 500. This is the Raekwon album. You know what I'm saying? That's the big homie right there, Raekwon. And then right there it says limited to 500 copies. This is the Shaolin variant. All right, the Emperor's New Clothes is the name of the album. It says featuring Nas, Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Inspector Deck, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, and more. This is my heart. You know what I'm saying? I used to wait up and listen to the Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito show like people don't understand. I told my wife stories of when I missed the beginning of the show and they actually played new stuff like new Souls of Mischief, new Helter Skelter, new Black Moon, whatever, and I missed it and I actually cried over it. That's how much into it I used to be. I was like 17 years old and it was everything to me. I wasn't the guy who just used to let the tape record. I used to actually try to catch it the minute the guy would start talking and then unpause it the minute he'd shut up. So my tapes that I would play in my people's car, they wouldn't even have the talking. And also I would erase anything I didn't like. So like any song that I thought shouldn't make the cut, didn't make the cut. They were first starting to bring R&B into rap. I wouldn't even record the R&B song. I would record just the rapper's verse. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling this is the more limited one. Let me get them scissors I had. All right, guys. This is the other album. This is the one that's more rare. This is from Phat Beats. This is the back side of the album. It's the same album. The Emperor's New Clothes. See, it says exclusive variant. Now, I don't know how many of these were printed up. I'm pretty sure that there's not a lot of these. This is the Phat Beats exclusive clear. This is the clear vinyl. This also is only 300 copies. This and this are very important to me. I spent a little bit of bread on them. These aren't no $10, $20 albums. It's not about money. You know, I don't like making it about money sometimes. So, but yeah, you know, this is what I got. Limited to 300. You know, I love hip-hop. You know, I bought not just one of the exclusive Raekwon albums. I bought both. Limited to 300. Emperor New Clothes. Clear vinyl. One of each. Emperor's New Clothes. Clear vinyl. So when I pull an album out of this one, I believe that the album is a clear album. You can see through it. It's transparent. And then I don't know how this one looks. But your boy had to go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a collector. I found out that Raekwon was releasing a limited to 300 release. Then I found out he had another one. And I said, I'm going to get both. That's my style. You know, all my people out there that were on the hip-hop ride with me, that used to listen to the Stretch Armstrong, all the shows with me. Big shout-out to Teddy Ted and the Awesome 2. Big shout-out to the Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito show. But it's your boy Spank Dog, man. Much love. I love hip-hop. We out of here. Peace. Much love.